Last week I was working with a parent of a fairly complex neurodivergent child, and the parent said to me, every time my child starts to lose it, they try the breathing, the counting, they're talking them through it. And the more they tried, the worse things got. And honestly, that made a lot of sense. Because here's the thing about dysregulation. It's not a behavior problem. It's a brain state problem. When a child's overwhelmed, their nervous system flips into survival mode. Their thinking brain, the part that can follow instructions, reasons through problems, or can make choices, goes offline, and their survival brain just takes over. What calms things down or brings their thinking brain back online is sensory input. Real, present, sensory information that helps tell them that we're here, we're calm, nothing's chasing us, nothing's going to hurt us. It brings them out of that fight or flight mode. That's why breathing can work, but it's also why it can fail. If the instructions feel too clinical, or they're being bossed around, or they've just heard it way too many times. Or sometimes they might actually feel like they're panicking because they might not feel like they're getting enough air in. In those situations, telling them to breathe starts to feel like a threat. And then you're just adding more fuel to the meltdown. So here's a different tool that I give to a lot of the families that I work with, and it's actually one that I use a lot myself. It's called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique. It just simply works through the senses rather than asking the brain to do anything complex. So it goes like this: 5 things you can see. So just ask them to look around and name what they see. It doesn't matter what they are. 4 things they can physically feel: the chair underneath you, the texture of your sleeve, what's beneath the feet on your floor. 3 things you can hear right now in this room. 2 things you can smell. If it's hard, just notice the air. And 1 thing you can taste. So what's in your mouth? What's something that you were eating before? What can you taste? What this technique's actually doing, it's sending in sensory information to the brain. It's essentially saying, look around, you're here, there's no danger, you're safe. You're not asking for reasoning, you're not asking them to explain themselves. You're redirecting attention and you're asking them to be present in that moment. What's really important here is that this doesn't work if you introduce it mid-meltdown. And I'll say that again, you can't teach skills in a crisis. The brain can't learn when it's in survival mode. You have to practice these things when they're calm. Boring Tuesday afternoon, great time to practice this. Before school, at dinner, in the car. The goal is that when this moment hits, they're already really familiar with this tool. It's not some new thing that they're being hit with in the moment. It's already something that they really know. Now, what about the kid who resists? The one who rolls their eyes, who shuts down, or just flat out refuses? The way you introduce this matters enormously. Don't frame it as a calming strategy. Don't say, this will help you when you're upset. That's basically saying, here's a tool for when you're broken. And kids hear that at any age. Instead, the way to introduce this is just to make it normal. Weave it into everyday situations. I'm feeling a little bit stressed today, so I'm going to do my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're not teaching them, you're just modeling it. And if they reject it, that's okay. Don't push it, just plant the seed and then leave it alone. Your job isn't to make them do it. It's to make sure that they've seen it, done enough times, so that they can actually join in with you one day when they need it. When you're trying to help a dysregulated child, you're not dealing with behavior. You're dealing with a brain in survival mode. Breathing can work. Grounding often works better, especially for neurodivergent kids, because it meets the brain where it is instead of asking it to do something it can't do yet. Teach it when things are calm. Do it with them, not just at them. And look, there's a whole bunch of strategies that work just like this with the same grounding science. Cold water on the face, weighted pressure, movement breaks, co-regulation, box breathing if it's done the right way. If you want me to cover some more of these strategies, make sure you put it in the comments. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Each week I'm putting out more videos on really helpful stuff that's supporting parents of neurodivergent kids. Also, if you're wanting some more support and the videos aren't enough, make sure you reach out to the guided path. There's a link in the description. You don't have to walk this path alone.